How you doing, Coach Wade?
Good to see you, Tremont.
So I just had a few questions for you. What made you want to be a basketball coach?
I was a teacher by trade. I was a high school history teacher before I got into all this, and I really enjoy trying to impact people's lives, help people get where they can't go by themselves. And so I thought coaching was a good way to do that.
Nice, nice. I appreciate you. How did you get your career started?
I got started as a graduate assistant, so I was in graduate school taking graduate classes, and I was a graduate assistant. And then from there, I became a director of basketball operations, where I kind of oversaw the administrative parts of the program. And then from there, I became an assistant coach at Harvard. And then that's kind of a low-level assistant's job. And I went from Harvard to VCU, which was a more mid-level assistant's job. And then from VCU, I was able to get the head coaching job at Chattanooga, which was a low-level head coaching
Gotcha.
job. Then I went back to VCU and back here. So I got started as a graduate assistant. I was still a student while also learning how to be a coach, kind of like a coach and with training wheels on.
Gotcha. This kind of piggybacks off that question. How long have you been a coach?
Oh goodness, I've been a coach. Let's see, 2000, probably going on 12, 13 years now.
Well,
I think I've been a head coach. This will be my 6th year as a head coach, and I was an assistant for um, 6 years before that. So about 12 years now.
gotcha. What has been the hardest part of coaching, you think?
Um, the most challenging part's not the basketball stuff. It's all the off the court stuff, all managing your time. Just there's so many people that want a piece of your time, and everybody thinks what they have is important, and
Yeah.
it's it's really imperative that you keep what should be important the most important, which is spending time with your players, making sure your staff is doing what they need to be doing, and making sure all that's right, and then filling in with some of the other things that's required of you as a head coach for the university and those sort of things. But really, just the stresses on your time, and everybody brings you 1,000 little decisions you have to make every day, and those little decisions affect. I'm in charge of basically 40 people in our program. You count players, managers, staff. It affects everybody. I've got an assistant with 5 kids, so one little decision of me on practice or timing or something like that could affect him missing his daughter's soccer game or
Yeah.
something. And so you just have a lot of little decisions that you have to make that affect a lot of people.
All right. This kind of piggybacks off that question. How do you deal with conflicts on and off the court?
I think the number one thing you got to do is a lot of people run from conflict. Like you've got to embrace conflict. Like that's part of it. I think anytime there's conflict or there's something wrong, I think it's an opportunity to grow and get better. A lot of people think it's bad or something bad, but I think a lot of times out of conflict you can get a good resolution. Like yesterday, we had some conflict. I had conflict with one of your teammates,
Gotcha.
and I was mad all day. And then I met with him that night, and we came to a resolution. It was good. We got some stuff on the table that we wouldn't have gotten on the table otherwise. And I was calm, and he was calmer because we'd waited through the day, and we were able to come to a conclusion on some things.
Gotcha. So this is more basketball related. Is there a specific way you manage egos on your team?
Now I think you got to treat everybody. You've heard me say this, but I don't treat everybody equally, but I treat everybody fairly. And I think that's the best way to go about things. If I treated everybody equally, you're a 50% three-point shooter, I'm a 20% three-point shooter. If I treated us both equally, I'd give us both 5 shots a game.
Yeah.
If I treat us fairly, you're going to get 8 shots a game, and I'm going to get 2 shots a game.
Gotcha.
So I think it's important that you treat everybody fairly and treat everybody with respect, but you can't treat everybody equally because everybody comes from different backgrounds, different ways of going about things, and I think that's the number one way you try to handle your guys and egos or whatever it may be.
Makes sense. Do you worry about expectations outside of your program expectations?
No, if you worry about all that stuff, it'll kill. It just burden you so much. But I just try to worry about what we're doing, and if we do our job every day, whatever the expectations are outside, we'll meet them or exceed them. And I think, as you know, our expectations internally are a lot higher than probably what the outside expectations are.
Yeah.
So it's important for us just to do what we're supposed to do every day. And if we do our jobs every day and do our jobs really, really well every day, the rest of it will take care of itself.
Yep. I'm a firm believer. Where do you see yourself within your career in 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully still here if they'll have me. One thing I think that's important, I've kind of bounced around. I've been places a couple years. Chattanooga head coach 2 years, VCU head coach 2 years. I want to stay somewhere for a while and build a program, and hopefully you'll be playing in the NBA and you'll come back and train and see you get married. I want to build a program and see our players come through the program, come back, work with us, spend time with them, and so hopefully if LSU will keep putting up with me and keep having me and we win enough games, they'll keep me. I'll still be here, and we'll have built the program into something that's really nationally ranked, nationally relevant, and we'll have a lot of guys who want to come back and enjoyed their experience here, so they want to come back and train with us and work with us and spend time with us in the summer.
How do you feel about your life? This is like a personal question. How do you feel about your livelihood depending on the production of 18 to 22-year-olds?
I don't look at it that way. I mean, I know it does to some extent, but I don't ever look at it that way. I look at it like my livelihood depends on, the X's and O's are important. The X's and O's part of it's important. You got to have decent plays. But more important is the players who run the plays and whether they believe in what you're doing and whether they'll go all out for you. So I look at it like, I think if I do a great job in trying to help people and help people get through tough times and help people become men and better people, then the scoreboard and the winning and all that sort of stuff will take care of itself. And I think you get what you earn. And so if you work hard every day and you do what you're supposed to do, I think you'll earn wins and you'll earn all that stuff, which it supposedly depends on, which it certainly does. But I think earning it every day, and then it's on me to put the right guys out there who have earned the opportunity to be out there. And I think if I have invested in those players and spent time with those players and they've earned the right to be out there, they're going to make winning plays at the end of the game, and the winning will take care of itself.
All right, last question. What do you believe in your heart is the best part about your job? And I feel like you kind of said it.
I enjoy spending time with the guys. Like, I do so much. We have to do so much administrative stuff. When I leave here, I got meetings all morning, and the best part of my day will be at 2 o'clock when I get to get on the court, work out, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, work out, and then obviously eat dinner. I like to hang around and eat dinner with you guys, and then we've got a great speaker tonight, and hopefully you guys will get something out of that. It'll be like a learning day, learn about how to manage your money and how buying houses and cars and credit cards and interest and tax laws and everything works. I think that'll be by far the best part. From 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock will be the best part of my day. From 7 a.m. to 1:30, it's meetings and stuff that I don't really enjoy, but it's a part of the job, and you've got to do that to be successful and to really put, a couple of meetings are about things we can do to enhance things for you guys and our players. And so certainly things you have to do to be successful and to get what you need for your program, but it's certainly not the favorite. My favorite part is when we're on the court and playing.
That's it. That was the last question.
There we go. We survived.
Thank you.